All right, we are in the house. I appreciate the two who are here. So I'm gonna get right to it. I almost thought about putting the live. What was it that was on my mind here that I had? It was my goodness. I can't find it now. I got the right. Why do we rehearse? First, Nab, I appreciate you, brother. I do. Trying to get, for what it's worth, the name of what I was going to put. Oh, that's why. My goodness. God is great. What's going on, Nab? Thank you for being in the house. It's gonna put it rise after failure. Cause I assure you, I'm up against it, going through it. Not to, some stuff I do understand. It's not meant for the internet. I make real life content. Excuse me, but what I will tell you is that you're gonna go through some things, and some things are gonna hurt more than others. So when you go through something real tough, it took me a long time to try to like humble myself, so to speak. Really mainly referring to my actions or my emotions, right? My emotions, because the old me, peace and blessings, King. Peace and blessings to you as well. This is real life. Yeah, this is real life. But I gotta just face the music, so to speak, and it's not an easy thing to do. I respect you being candid. Oh yeah, no, I respect you now for being here. This is me, and I know where I'm gonna go. I understand that my whole life, I've learned the hard way. Made multiple mistakes, made multiple wrong decisions. But I find myself at the point in my life now where it's just I don't want to be a hypocrite, and I am. And a part of me making the content that I do, I'm gonna be going live now. Just you're gonna see. Just planning on doing a lot of things, and potentially, I'm not gonna talk about what I almost said. Yo, what's going on? Welcome, we in the house. I I just have to focus on what's on my plate, what I'm doing, and as far as being a hypocrite, what I was gonna say is shout you out, Khan. Khan is it Khan? Is that short for productions? Khan, shout out to Khan. Shout out to Khan. I don't know if you're a content creator, what you're doing out here, but shout out Khan. Khan is in the house. So when you're making these mistakes and you're doing things that you know you have no business doing, you know that it's not worth it, you know it's against what you believe in, oh, if you're in the house, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It definitely helps me out a lot. But just knowing where you make football content, okay, I like football a lot. So shout out Khan underscore pros 2. He makes football content. I'm all about football, and it's the season, so I know you are in rare peak form. I know you're pretty should be pretty excited to be able to have the opportunity to make content here this year, this season. And who's your team? Who is your football team, Con? So back to just being a hypocrite, so to speak, or just knowing. Oh, you play. Okay. Let us know what's your position, what's your team, whatever you want to share about it. And you definitely, if you want, you can reach out to me. Um, Send me over an email, and I'll look into your content. Oh, you're a wide receiver. Okay, so you got the Travis Hunter going on. I better watch out. Khan is he's here. He said he's here. But just not making the same as um you, is that you? Um, you have to be able to just look in the mirror sometimes and understand that you did it. It's hard to face the music. It's easy to lash out. It's easy to crash out. It's easy to do all of the things, but it's hard just eating it. It's hard knowing that. How you doing? Welcome. We are here in the house. Can you rap? Uh, don't get me started. Yes, I can. The question is, will you end up liking it? But also name a car for an edit. And but I definitely, as you can see, I respond to everybody in the house. I gotta get better at responding and not going too far off. What I'm talking about or bouncing. But some mistakes, some failures, way heavier than others, and I. But name a car. Oh, you trying to say like, yeah, yeah, I will do that especially once I figure out how to be able to get the music and I control it and on my lives. I have no problem. We can throw in some beats. We can have some fun. I will freestyle, and yeah, you can have fun. You can think that I'm talented. You can take it as entertainment. It is We are here in the house. I'm for it. If that's what you're saying, you can name a car and we can wrap it up. No, don't rap. Just say any car you like. Oh, you telling me to name a car that I like? I actually like that the Mustang. It's like a Mustang, but it's the SUV one. Some colors, don't get me wrong, it looks a little bit feminine, but I like it. It's like the Mustang version of an SUV. I'm not 100% sure what, you know, the actual brand is, but I do like that. Um, okay, girl. But I like that, and I also like what other vehicle did I see that I've seen that I actually like? The Durangos are actually growing on me, but I feel like that's because a lot of people say that. But I saw one and I'm just like, it might be nice. It's not a girl. Um, it might be nice. So that, and then there was one other vehicle. I'm a chill guy. Like, obviously you see I'm not really naming like these wow type vehicles because I'm not trying to. Where it's messy, bro. How big is your feet? How big is my feet? 12. Um, but I believe it's the trail. Is it the Trailblazer? The newer trail? No, or no, it's not a Trailblazer. It's something something. Shoot, what's the name of it? That's gonna drive me. I feel like it's like a Blazer. It's called a Blazer, I believe, but it's not a Trailblazer. It's just a Blazer. Um, but I like that vehicle. So yeah, appreciate everybody that's in the house. Give a thumbs up. I'm gonna get back to kind of on point on this live, which is failure, making mistakes, overcoming it. How do you bounce back, so to speak? Um, making mistakes that you just shouldn't do, that just aren't worth it, and if you know that it's not, it can it can it can eat away at you. But I firmly do believe that it's kind of the straw that broke the camel's back situation. Just personally speaking, what I mean by that is I I am done. I have had years and years, and time after time, mistake after mistake, failure after failure, and the feeling. I even made a video about just not being sorry anymore. And in that video, it was, a little bit specific to a situation, but the broader message, the broader thing that I'm getting at, that sometimes it's not able to be shared in a video, right? I'm not doing like hour-long videos. That's why I'm learning and starting to love these lives, because I get on here and I'm able to tell you the ins and the outs, the nitty-gritty, the truth. But back to what I'm trying to say here, what I'm saying here, as far as just not being sorry anymore. I'm no longer gonna be putting myself in a position to need to be sorry. In other words, focusing on no longer making the mistakes, no longer like failing. Well, failure, it comes in all different ways, but what I mean by this specific failure is just things that I know I have no business doing, no business. God says do this, X, Y, and Z, follow these commandments, and I'm failing by going against these commandments. Truth. What's the truth? I'm seeing you say truth. What's up, brother? God bless you. Yeah, God bless you as well. The Lego, thank you for being here in the house. And I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna get to this verse here really quick, because it is on point as far as why do you believe in God. Um, I believe in God. I'm gonna answer this question. It's somewhat. I wouldn't. It's not. I'm gonna answer the question. So I believe in God for multiple reasons, but my biggest kind of when we have this conversation of why do I believe in God, I would like to ask people, like anyone who, if I feel like you don't believe in God, I like to ask, like how couldn't you? Because I get it. I see all sides. I have a personal relationship with God. Um, he's great. He's the creator. I appreciate my nana and my parents for having me in the church. So that's there stems from, I've had that foundation as a child, but as a adult, going through hardships, going through things, he brings me out of the fire every time. It's not a good thing to be the man that goes running. I can tell you why I don't believe. Go ahead. Um, and he brings me out every time. You got people that say, "Oh, it's you, it's your actions, it's what you're doing. You create your own circumstance." Yeah, you have to. Without action, without faith, works, or without works, faith is dead. Right? I'm probably messing it up, but you have. The point is, you have to do something. You have to do something, and it's without it, that's not just, oh, I'm just gonna sit here, pray, and everything's just gonna happen for me. So, I believe in God because, like, I just made a video about how He talked to me. Those feelings, those emotions, that stuff is real. Like when I'm fighting back tears and I can't control it. Like it, if you don't want to call it God, if you want to say the creator, however you want to view it, because I am like, I believe in the creator, I believe in God. I understand that everybody has kind of a dip. I've learned that everyone goes about it or may view the same entity, but just has a different, you may call him what you call him or refer to him as. But definitely, to me, it blows my mind for anybody who, like, if you don't believe in God, you don't believe in the creator, like what do you honestly, like, what's your honest opinion on how we got here? Like, are you a Big Bang Theory kind of person? Do you really think it was just kind of a abracadabra? Oh, we're just here. Like, that's, what else can there be? Yes, we are better. Jesus is a parable of the sun. Hi, how you doing? Australia here. We keep our religion separate from our government. Interested in your opinion on that? I I understand it. A lot of people like to separate everything. I'm not a religious person. So I mean, when it comes to religion, I can understand that because there's just so many. You almost have to, because you can't appease everybody. But one thing that I do respect and appreciate, and I wish that we would get back to those core values when it comes to being a man or a person, a human being that lives in the United States of America, is the Constitution, and our foundations were originally built and had a Christ, a God foundation. And to me, that's beautiful. Obviously, being a believer, that's how it should be. But when you start having all these different religions, all these different, things, I'm not, no disrespect, no shade. I don't study and or know a lot about the other religions to be even to speak on it. All I'm saying is I don't believe that it's the way based on what I was taught. So being somewhere where we were supposed to stand on business in the sense of believing in God, if we continue to do that, no, I do not. Um, we would we would be in a better situation, even though it's not all bad. I just feel like it would be better, just like my own personal life, my situation. I incorporate God into it more. I do more of what I need to do. The results show, and that's another reason why I believe in God, because it's a direct result. You can see, and I'm gonna get to the chat here in a second once I stop yabbling. Y'all know how it goes when I'm in the house. So, and then you can see it if you're here. You stick around long enough, I definitely show pretty much A to Z, just real life, what's going on, how to better yourself, no matter what the situation is. Just how to take positivity and get positivity out of it. So the light bulb good for clones. Um, but yeah, you just that's how and or that's why I believe in God, because I know that he's gotten to me to where I am now and continues to push me through, never gives up on me. No matter what is put on my plate, my situation, my circumstance, he's there. He's great. Let me get to these the chat here. Thank you everybody who's in the house. Please don't forget, if you don't mind, a thumbs up, a like would be appreciated. Let's see, where did I last leave off at? Let's see, guys. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay, right here. Because almost all, I think gods is what you meant, and religions are based on mythology. Faith without works is dead. Thank you, Jay. That's what I was looking for. Faith without works is dead. So it's like you have to put in some type of work. That's what I was getting at. Can I have a shout out? I subbed. Yes. Thank you for the subscribing. First and foremost, and what type of content do you do? Mimi Dude, 2025. I'm a woman. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. Yeah, I believe it. Can I have a shout out? I subbed and everything. Oh, you did it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. No problem. What kind of content do you have? And you can email me, reach out to me as far as if you are, seems like you're, or if you're a content creator. But yes, no problem. I have no problem doing shout outs. It's all love. I believe in science. So I wouldn't, I mean, believe, I mean, I believe in science too, to an extent. I appreciate science for what it is. And it was interesting. Let me not get into that too much. Let me get through the base comments, because I was getting ready to let me tell you, I was gonna let you know, fried chicken, because I'm there with you too. Lisa, how you doing? Thank you for being in the house. The fool says there is no God. Yeah, there's a God. Mimi, hey chat. Tricia, how you doing? Thank you for being in the house. Amen. God entered my body like a body my same size, like you floating into me or me floating into you. God, it's my body. Doug, I don't 100% know what you mean by that. If you want to elaborate, I read that one. I believe there's a God because believing there is definitely devil, so a God must be there as well. Interesting perspective, but I like doing that a lot too. Like you gotta look at both sides and correct. So if it's like if there's this going on, like you can't just, well, you can be one sided, but how are you gonna believe in the devil? If you believe in the devil, essentially we know about the devil from God, right? The whole story. So it's like, yeah, don't leave out this and then take that. We got, there's so many people, there's people that will without a shadow of a doubt say, oh yeah, Illuminati is a real thing, selling your soul to the devil is a real thing, and all those type of conspiracies, right? People are so quick to they don't challenge or bat that with an eye. They, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So all right, so if y'all gonna recognize that, you know what's going on with the other side. Just food for thought. Somebody deleted the comment. Jesus said that I will never leave you nor forsake you. That's good to know. Sometimes I just, honestly, I made the decisions. I did the things right. I made the mistakes, but sometimes I do feel like, is he done with me, or like, why do I have to go through this? And it's like, well, why? Because you did it, duh. But it's just, it is tough. I'm gonna get more into it. Tankila, how you doing? How you doing? I'm just getting caught up on the chat really quick here. Uh, can I buy you? I'm not for sale. Like done. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Is that a wave cap or a do rag? I believe that is one and the same. I don't know the difference between a wave cap or a do rag. That's one and the same. So either or will be the answer to that one. Hola, how you doing? Hola, do you believe what Bible says? I mean, I believe to a higher thing, but I don't believe in any religion. So that's where me and you can relate. Me and you can. I'll take that because I get it. Some people see the Bible and the whole, oh, it's been changed, and oh, just look at all these stories. Like, really, you got men coming out of a well, and parting of seas. I get it. If your belief, if you're not rooted in deep some stuff, like if you're just coming over, you're like, and you're trying to figure like, come on, kind of like how I have my antennas up when people try to teach me and tell me about the Quran. So I can relate when you try to view other perspectives. I get it. But I love that you said that that there is a higher power. Basically, you're recognizing that there is a creator. I put the name on it, God, him, all glory to him, our creator. That you're not on the side of, oh, I just think we're here because of some big bang. Like, that's a start. That's where me and you, person to person, we can talk, we can communicate, we can figure it out, we can pray, we can do everything that we know to try to figure out, okay, because the God that I believe in, if he wants to reveal himself to you in some kind of way, it'll happen. You just got to pray, be consistent, do what you need to do, and God will start to reveal himself to you. You will start to have that relationship. That's what I believe in and have experienced wholeheartedly. So that's where I don't have to do too much. Like, I don't, and I'm learning not to get too much into the, oh, let me try to force you, or maybe make you believe in the God that I believe in so bad, so bad, so bad. I don't have to. I just simply have to tell you, like, okay, if you want to know, if you want to figure this thing out, you want to. It's not a game. Go ahead and do it, and then you will see. Because there's no way that I can, hold on, because I'm seeing stuff. I think Jay's dropping some good stuff. But let me get to the chat. Iran, Matthew chapter 5, please, course that chapter can heal me and you, all of us. Are you trying to say read Matthew chapter? What chapter in Matthew? Okay, ignoring comments. I'm out. I'm not ignoring comments at all. That's not my style. Rasso, nope, not right. Oh, the names. I'm sorry. I really am. Rascal Iran. Rasso Iran. All right. No, we're not gonna do that for donations. How you doing, Angel? Blessed are they who believe and have not seen. Oh yeah. Obviously I haven't. I mean, I don't know how much he means by seeing because, like literally seeing. But I do have experiences with him. But I know it's all about you. You have to believe. A personal relationship with God is vital. It definitely is. That's why I have to get my relationship up. I believe God is everywhere in us. The nature, our food, all the animals, all the beauty. Is this strange? No, it is. It is not. He is. He created everything, so he's in it in an extent, and then he's here with us. I did in my last video I was talking about that. That's not strange at all. That's how I view things. Where is Messi, bro? I don't know who Messi is, and I don't know where Messi's at, bro. I don't know. I just don't know. You gotta let me know where's Messi. Everything is like God for me. That's great. That's a great way to go about it. Um, young Myron Golden. Oh, I appreciate that. He's yes, yes. I definitely hope that God is with him. I think he is. I don't say I believe. But yeah, it's and I only say that just because I feel like when people get so high up, right? And I'm not trying to name drop in a bad way. Just for example, like Joe Osteen's of the world, who I listen to or used to, and still get positive encouragement. I might need to start back listening to that. But people used to say a lot of, maybe negative type things. But the point, I'm gonna get right to the point. The point is, like, I feel like once you get to a certain level, all of a sudden it seems like all this, oh, the heart wasn't in the right place, oh, it was just all for money, or oh, it was just for this, or oh, it was like, I just hope that everything stays solid, because yes, he has so much knowledge and wisdom that he teaches and gives. I just I'm not at the level I feel like to be able to grasp it and just but it is like, if you're able to and you're able to digest the word and how he presents it, it is definitely amazing. I'm not gonna lie. His content, I need to watch some more of his stuff too. It is long. I'm just not gonna lie, long but worth it, because your mind and everything, it's working. You like, oh, eye opening. Also, I believe we are already like in paradise, but few people make it to a kind of hell for a lot of other people here. That's a really interesting perspective, because I'm really trying to, feel like I'm living in a paradise too, and change my perspectives, and I just need to do better. I'm gonna get to it more. Don't worry within this live. God is the universe. The universe is God. God gives us a choice to accept him or reject him. Choose this day whom you will serve. Yeah, but Jay, I feel like it's a little deeper than that, because I obviously I accept him all the way, but the part of when you say who you will serve, that's where it gets a little bit tricky, because I don't know, just only speaking for myself, uh, and what I see, a lot of people around me, they serve multiple gods or multiple masters, so to speak, right? We're not really always putting and keeping God first. Like, we it's easy to say, oh yeah, we serve God, I believe in God. I just went to church last Sunday. I can say that. But with my actions, am I serving just God? So that's the real key. We just only need to serve God with our actions, our mouths, everything. But yes, we do have a choice. We 100% have a choice. He tells us we have free will, and I feel like that's the part that people, they kind of misunderstand it. Like, they want to have it both ways. They're like, oh well, if God exists and God has control of everything, then why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why is this disaster happening? Why is this catastrophic? Whatever, fill in the blank, bad, disastrous thing that's happening. Why? Why is that happening? Why is God allowing that to happen? Because of the free will. Because we have a choice. Because everything isn't going to be peaches and cream. And I love that, in the Bible, he says it. It's not going to be peaches and cream. He's got a lot of great stories, a lot of great things that happen, but he even says we're not, even it's salty, it hurts. But I know it to be true. I mean, I affected a lot of my own situation in my life, but I already know this life, this journey, this relationship, everything, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be peaches and cream. I would say that I went through more, I've been through more stuff than good. Self-inflicted, but I've been through it. And I've been a believer the whole time. But everybody's story, everybody's testimony is different. I still believe that God's gonna use me. to help others, not to give up, not to not to walk around with my tail in between my legs, but to stand on business. Yes, I made the mistakes. Yes, I there was tons of things that I did wrong that weren't right. How I was moving, how I was operating, how I handled my money, everything, everything. But I know that God will turn it for His good. I'm so hurt right now. I'm so hurt. Like you don't even know the half of it. Like inside, I'm so hurt and just and going through so much. I almost wasn't even gonna go live because it's like I don't have any business going live. Or like like yeah, I like YouTube a lot. I really do. I shouldn't use it for therapeutic purposes. But sometimes it is a way for me to express and get stuff off or out of me in a more positive way. Sometimes in situations like this, I can go deep, but everything isn't meant for the internet. But yeah, just I'm gonna get to the chat. Let me see, make sure I get all caught up, and then I'm gonna get to this scripture here really quick. Let me see. Jesus said, "Ask, brother, and it shall be given unto you." I'm gonna be asking, Jay. I will be asking, and I've asked before. I just feel like, I'm just, oh, you ask, here you go, and then I go, I get it, and then I go do the same thing, same mistake, same baloney. Like I'm not God, but I just like to think sometimes, like he's a person, or he's God, and just I treat people how you want to be treated. And if it was me, like I wouldn't like that, and I just keep doing it, and it messes me up sometimes. Sorry, my English is not so good. Hey, you are doing your thing, 19 rag. You are doing it, and you blessed because you know multiple languages. All you have, all you have to ask God. That's a quote from the Bible. We have to choose. Who is man to second guess God? And nobody. He created us and not we ourselves. Remember, all things are working for your good. Yeah, I do need to remember that. But sometimes it's hard to see it, or think that's the reality of it. Like I said, I'm up against it. I really am, and I cannot blame anybody but myself. Like it's so easy, or I can, like, in the reality of everything that's happened, it's more than just me. But it's just that time. It's just that time to just say, yeah, it's me, and I don't want it to happen again. Well, I won't allow anything to happen again. But it's just tough, the consequences. So that being said, let me get to this. Let me get to this verse that was I wanted to definitely share with you, from Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. For a righteous man falls 7 times and rises again. Excuse me. Again, for a righteous man falls 7 times and rises again, but the wicked are overthrown by calamity. And this one messed me up, obviously, like I've said to you a couple times here. I'm going through it. Not proud. Tired of making mistakes. Feel like I'm losing it all. That's why I titled this live something to that effect. And I'm tired of it. I truly am. But reading this verse, like, I get it. Like, the righteous, they fall 7 times. Couple things that personally hit me. One, I don't feel righteous. So yeah, the righteous will get up again after falling 7 times. But what happens if you're not feeling righteous? What happens if you're not doing what you need to do? What happens if you're the problem, right? Then it says, but the wicked are overthrown by calamity. Upon the first time when I read the verse, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not 100% know the full meaning or definition of calamity. I know wicked. I know I can relate to wicked, and yeah, I feel like I'm closer to the wicked side than the righteous side, and that's sad. Um, so okay, I go, what does calamity mean? And then this messed me up. This messed me up, family. For those, I appreciate you being in the house with me. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. But I'm gonna tell you what the definition of calamity is if you don't know what it is. It's an event causing great and often sudden damage or distress, a disaster. And I assure you, that's what I'm in. You may not be able to really 100% tell by this live. I get it, but that's what I'm in, and I'm just like, yo, God is great all the time. All glory to God, but um, I'm in calamity. I'm trying my best not to be overthrown by it, and maybe at the end of the day, I'm not as wicked as I may think I am. Right? I'm a man. I'm human. I make bad decisions. I make mistakes more often than I should. When people compare it to like, oh, where you're at in life, how much you lived, right? What everything, basically like, hey, yo, ain't no, you have no business doing that. Like, you too grown for that. Yeah, just keep moving forward. I am gonna keep moving forward, but it doesn't stop the pain. It doesn't stop the, like I don't want it to play out a certain way, but I can't control the narrative all the time. I just got to put it in God's hands, and let me read this chat here really quick. Let me get caught up. Brother, just cry out to God. I will be doing that. Jay, hi there. Can you do a backflip? No, I cannot. Inexperience in self affliction. What do you mean exactly by that? You need to read the chapter from the beginning. Oh, I hear you. That's usually a lot. And I know a lot of how I do my content. It's really is because a lot of people ain't gonna sit there and go through a whole chapter with me and we dissect it and that whole bit, like, audience retention, the whole bit as far as videos go. So that's why I try to like just one verse, and let's just kind of, let's just hit it, see where we at, see where it takes us. But I am all about, like, you got to get the whole thing. That's why really, I'm working on reading the whole Bible. Like, we got to get the whole thing, the context for it to be able to make sense. um and then even then, like, you got it and you're free. Oh yeah, Jay. Oh yeah, always. That's why I said I got to read that whole Bible for sure. So that way, you're able to understand what's really going on. What is he really saying? How you doing? Hey, look high. There is no righteous but the Lord. You're a cool man. Thank you. Look, I appreciate that. What's going on? How we doing, Aaron? How you doing? Thank you for being in the house. I appreciate you. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Yeah, Jay. Some of us seem to be falling more often than others, and it just messes me up sometimes. You seem worn out and tired. The weight of the world is on your shoulders. Not anymore, Jay. And that part of that is what messes me up. I don't like to compare, look around at other situations, but I try so hard to be different, um, and not fall into a certain box, or a certain, not box, but basically like, I really just, it'd be easier if I just really just ripped the band-aid off and just said it. But for one, I like to stay positive, and everything isn't made for the internet. And I really dislike taking my stuff down. I know it wasn't too many people in the live yesterday, but I ended up deleting that one, and that's not my style at all. Especially when it comes to content. I take this serious. Um, this is it's real. Um, and that's all I can say. And I don't I don't do things for them to be undone. It needs to be out there, because I often find myself like, I can't be the only one. I know there's more people that could potentially feel what I feel, go not necessarily go through everything that I go through, but like the feelings of it, the there's got to be more. I cannot be the only being on this earth that cares. Like when I say cares, like cares about what people say about them, cares about what people think about them, tries their best, but they just always find themselves falling short, and not little stuff, like big stuff, life changing stuff. Like I get like, oh, like little stuff, like not little stuff, like we're talking major mistakes, and just not being able to understand why you're doing it. Like what's going on? Like why am I not able to overcome this sin? That's why I had titled that I'm tired of it. I almost hate it, right? Because it's like I can't get over certain things of the flesh, and it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Bro, you sound like me. We can relate, pure peace. But yeah, it just I'm sick of it, and I'm losing potentially so much. And another reason why I'm not just getting specifically to it, because I don't want to break down in tears, like, and to you not just imagine like nobody believes in you no more. Like you let everybody down, and then like you can't be mad. Like yes, I'm frustrated, but I can't be mad at other people because I'm the one that did it, and it's dumb. And another thing is, just let me say this. Um, I think I'm almost about to lose it. That's okay. It's just I'm messed up, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. And sometimes it's just easy to say, yeah, just go to God, put it all in His hands. But when I do this, like I want to do it this next time the right way, because I am thoroughly tired of this process, and I'm hurting a little bit because I might, or it seems like it's a lot that I'm gonna have to lose. That's why I say losing it all, or I don't even 100% know what I put this title as. That's why at the beginning I said, um, part of it is basically rising after failure, because easy to it's not easy to deal with the failure. Everybody say failure is needed, is necessary, but it's like mine is just so self-inflicted, and sometimes I don't understand like why I keep finding myself in the same stupid vicious cycle, the same sins, the same like fleshly stuff, and I just sometimes I don't even know where it comes from. It's like, what am I doing? Like I'm self-sabotaging myself and losing everything, and I have enough knowledge of right and wrong, but I just and what messes me up the most is it's kind of old, right? It's kind of old, but I I was doing it. I was When I say I was doing it, like I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with the nonsense, because I do love my family. I love people. I'm very passionate, but I'm far from perfect. And that's why sometimes it messes me up, because I have a daughter, and trying to be the best example, it's like it almost led me to the opposite. And I saw a comment today, um and I don't want to overreact. So as far as the chosen London Family channel goes, um I'm gonna see, because just managing everything, and like I said, it's just a lot going on. Um so I'll keep you in the loop. But point is, I got a comment over there that says that I'm a good father, and I'm the best father that I know how to be. I'm learning, and I try. But sometimes, and I don't know if being too hard on yourself is a good thing, or for me, I need it because I gotta do better, and I want to do better. Um, Sometimes I don't see it as that way. Because all it takes is a couple of poor decisions. All it takes is really one. All it takes is one, and everything that you've done is gone. Erase it. Um, I wasn't even trying to surf up. Like, it's cool. It's just a couple little, cause it's real. It's real. Um, but you just it messes me up. When I see that, and I just want the best, and it don't always come out that way. You just gotta, what can you do? Um, I see a lot of just everything that I work so hard not to happen. If it unfolds that way, all I can say is, or all I keep thinking is like all the different people, all the different situations that I see. It's like, I don't know if you ever judged or if you ever thought like, okay, well, they gave up, or how did they get there? How did this happen to them? Join the group, bro. Yeah, Aaron. Honestly, I tried to create the group. Part of me part of me being here on YouTube on this platform is to create that community, create and build that group. Uh, but yeah, let me get, cause I don't 100% know what you're talking about. Let me get to the chat. I probably missed a lot. Um, you won't even name it, of course. You can't get over it. Oh, I can. It's just certain things is just not supposed to be for the internet, Aaron, and it just literally this is super duper fresh, and yeah, that's it. I just don't want it to go somewhere where it don't need to go. Potentially in the future, I'm an open book. I don't have no problem. Jesus said that if any man would be my disciple, let him first deny himself, pick up the cross, and follow me. That's probably what I'm doing, Jay. That's why I'm not too much worried about. I wouldn't say worried about. I'm not worried about. Oh yeah, do I want views? Do I want certain things to happen here on this channel? Yes, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I don't. But the way that I'm gonna go about it is yes. I'm picking up my cross. I know that God wants me and has created me. Part of what my gift is the gift of gab, and I have to do more research. I have to refine and get better at the craft of it. But I will be picking up my cross, and I will be, sharing His word, developing, getting a better relationship with Him. Something that I always say, and I wholeheartedly believe is that there's nothing that gets put on your plate that you can't get through. And right now it's showtime. I'm not gonna lie, it's showtime for me because uh it's time to put it to work. Like, the old me would have crashed out and lashed out, and just I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I assure you. So to just try to sit here, keep a cool cucumber, see how it all plays out, see where the cards fall, so to speak, and do something that I really am not used to doing, and that's putting myself first, and and going to God. Honestly, I I don't know what else to do, because I know the more if I try to press in and I try to, you know, help better the situation, fight, so to speak, just putting energy to it. Um, I don't know if that's really going to. That's not. It's not going to be I was gonna say accepted. It's not gonna be heard. Um, so I just I have to go to God. And for anybody who doesn't believe in God or doesn't have like a source, and I guess you can't because God is the only God. It's like my heart almost goes out to you because it's so tough. I go through so many trials and tribulations. I go through so much on a daily basis, and to not have God, I'm not supposed to use God because what I was getting ready to say next is like, and to not use God, like I don't even know how you could do it. Um, but I'm not using God. I'm not supposed to use God. But what I mean by that is like little things, not little like it's little, but little like things that we're not doing that we should, or I'm not doing that I should, and that is um, putting it in His hands and leaving it, letting it go. Yes, this happened. Yes, this is going on. I want this. I want that. Or I need this. I want that. Whatever it is. Here you go, God. I'm believing that you will do it. Give it unto Him and going about your business, knowing that He'll take care of it. See, bro, I meant it. You're a great father. No, I understand. And if you truly mean that, that's what messes me up sometimes because it's like I don't know if you've ever had somebody see something in you more than that you could even see. Um, but it just messes me up. I mean, I know I try really hard, but it's just like most people do. You focus on the negative thing. You can do a million great things and make two mistakes, and don't let those mistakes be big mistakes. That's what the majority of people know you for, or gonna criticize you for, or gonna focus on that. That's just it seems like that's how nowadays it works in the world. But yeah, Jordan Group, bro. I found men are hard to form community with. Aaron, I hope not. I'm gonna try to make it easy here, but I've seen you. You've been a part of the community for a little bit of time, some time now. And you're always engaged and active. I appreciate you for that. But we're gonna do it. Anything one thing that I'm starting to learn and believe in, anything that just comes so easy, that's just handed to you most of the time, it's not worth it. So we're gonna put in some work. It's gonna be hard work. A lot of people, you see, we in the attic now. Everybody keep calling it the attic. We in the attic now, and it's all right because guess what? Yeah, we in the attic, but we got a light. We got a couple lights now, and we got a mic. Look, I don't put this one on because I don't want it to just flash right at y'all. But look, we got a mic. We got a mic. We do got a mic. But we got light. We got some stuff. We moving up, right? Literally, because we in the attic. We moving up. It's not really. I don't know. It's just to me. I don't know if y'all like that look or not. I just feel like it's just flashing right at you. But I almost lost the point. Let me read the comment again. Why am I even talking about? Oh, just because it's gonna be hard. But when it's hard and you work hard for it, usually that's something that lasts. That's something that's worth it. And especially when you see like what I'm doing, and I show right some stuff I may not be able to show everything too much because I am learning like everything isn't meant for the internet. But you see where people are at, where they came from, and where they're going, where they get to, right? I'm an open book. You're gonna see it. Y'all gonna remember, like, oh man, I remember I remember this brother had us in the attic, and yeah, it's just gonna be a testament to the glory of God. And no matter what you're going through, you can get through it. It may not look pretty. It may not be easy. You may be up against it, like me. And tired of it, and you can't blame nobody but yourself. And hopefully, hopefully I don't lose it all. But if I do, the main thing that I have to stomach or I really have to get into my brain, my heart, myself, is that I have to stop. I have a problem and I have to stop. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to the flesh and sin, but especially when it comes to the same things with me and the devastation of it, like I said, the definition of calamity, the disaster of it all. I can't anymore, and I don't want to. I don't. I'm just. I don't want to say I'm defeated, but I am just so over it. Let me see. No cross, no crown. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for that. Um, I understand what's going on is new, but I think eventually, if you don't open up, you will struggle. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not gonna struggle, Aaron. And definitely will open up. Question: what's your career goals going forward, or any ambitions you want to achieve? That's a doozy of a question. Remind me, Dre Parks, or send that one again. I just only want to get through majority of or some get caught up with the chat here. Um, yeah, that's a lot. When you get a chance, listen to Dorothy Norwood. Hold to his hands. Hold to his hands. Yes, God saw God saw the best in me when everyone else saw the worst in me. Are you tall? Um, Depending on what you think tall is, I'm about 6'2". Please like and subscribe. I appreciate that, Jay. Shoot, I don't be liking to just constantly be saying that, but I do appreciate the people in the house that are still here and who liked, and if you subscribe, if you feel like my content, me personality, things of that nature will resonate with you, definitely subscribe. Um, I appreciate it. It's all love. Show my brothers some love. Please like and subscribe. Share with others. I think you're missing the point. I'm saying it's going to be hard to connect online. In the real world, it's easier, but online is just search results and trends. Okay, no, I didn't think I was missing the point, Aaron. I hear you. At the end of the day, you're telling me that on you as a YouTube creator who just solely like my main platform is on YouTube. Um, a lot of people just don't take me up on the social media aspect, but I used to put the links in there for my Facebook and my Instagram, but you may be onto a point. It's a little difficult sometimes to create that base, that community. I'm with you, and I'm saying, like, I understand it can be hard. It can be difficult. But we are gonna figure out a way, and we're gonna do that, and that's what I'm doing. Because we are online, and obviously with demographics and everything, right? But I would love to get to a place to where we would be able to connect and meet up, potentially in person. But if it's not in person all the time, it's all right. Just the resources, or potentially maybe you wherever you're located at, you could be doing something there with like-minded people within our community there, and I'm doing what I'm doing here. But we're still connected. We're still united. We're still helping one another out. So it can be done, and I feel like it can look many different ways. But we're doing it. We're here, brother. We already got a group. We already got a community. It may not seem like a lot, but I remember a time when I didn't even think that it was possible. When I had zero, right? I'm getting ready. I'm creating new channels now, and I start from zero. And I don't view, because I'm just a regular person just like you. So it's like I got over 3,000 subscribers, and that's amazing. That's 3,000 real people, and sometimes you overlook all that. So I'm not trying to get all into that, and I mean all this humbly. Point is that it may be hard, it may be difficult, even online, but we gonna do it, Aaron. We are going to do it. And if you still feel like I'm missing the point, because sometimes I do, you just break it down to me. You gotta hit me up upside the head with it, Aaron. Like, man, no, brother. It's all right. It's all love here, man. It's all love. The time may not be now, but it will come for sure. Oh yeah, it's gonna come. A lot of things is God's timing, and that's tough. Cause if you know anything about God's timing, it's His timing. And shoot, for all I know, we may not even have gotten through 1 minute of God's time. Well, imagine if we just still on the first minute. Can you imagine that? Like our life is like our entire life up until this point in time right now might have been like 90 seconds for God. Because God's time is God, only He knows. A little bit is much when you place it in God's hands. And that's what I'm learning and trying to get over, Jay. Amen. Is that I'm so focused sometimes on all the stuff that I don't have instead of what I do have. And then if I can get back to God, then He's going to do the rest. But I get so in my own way. Obviously, clearly, I'm making mistakes. I'm up against an disaster causing what's the definition of calamity here again? An event causing great and often sudden damage. I'm in a lot of often sudden damage. I'm always just in something. I'm always, for the most part, like, people say, oh, every day you're mad, every day you're this, every day you're that, because I'm going through it. And I wouldn't go through it as much as if I just put just what I have, everything that I have, everything that I know in God's hands. I would be better off. And I gotta show that, and I gotta talk more about it, and I gotta just stop like worrying about, okay, all right, I'm gonna post this video, I'm gonna create this content, that's about God, because it's God, His word, His principles, that's valuable all in itself. So I'm not trying to say, oh yeah, my content is valuable. Just no, it's God stuff is valuable to me. That's what I believe. But on the flip side of that, I only get 20 views. I only get 30 views. Um, that's tough. Knowing like, oh, I can talk about real life stuff with me, or like what people want to view as the struggle, or just whatever you want to call it. Um, I can do a lot of different things and get views, and will help my business, or help maybe a stretch depending on what gets done, what gets put out there. I do care about my brand. Um, and I want to help people at the end of the day. But I can do a lot of different things, go a lot of different ways, and it just messes me up sometimes. Where you can do something good, and when you go the right way, you do things the right way. It can take a long time, like, and you just think to yourself, is it really worth it? And you look over there, and you see a get rich quick scheme that's actually working, right? A lot of the get rich quick schemes don't work. Imagine seeing something that work, and then you're like, oh, I can do that. But it's kind of a sense of a little bit of that selling your soul for YouTube is what I say. So it is what it is. But I've already I'm over. I feel like 80-90% sure. Like I'm what I'm gonna be doing, how I will be moving forward as far as content goes, and I'm grateful to have. I mean, live has been here. I just never did it. It's a lot that goes into that. We're not gonna get into why I wasn't doing lives, but I'm here doing them now. Chat, my apologies. Who in the house? Let me see. Haha, I just mean people finding you, but I think you have the right attitude in regards to the method. You're good. Vlogging is tough to break in without a solid story. Oh yeah, and I'm kind of glad that you said that, Aaron, because I mean the vlog. If you want to view, I mean obviously before, yes, I definitely did vlogs and was vlogging. I have a family channel that's definitely just vlogs. But point is this: I don't. Yes, I may still kind of do vlogs potentially, like, or just let me just say, I may do videos, in my vehicle when I'm out and about. If I have something on my mind, something on my heart. But I feel like I'm gonna be steering away from that. So it won't be that. But either way, it can be difficult sometimes forming genuine and real connections, groups, communities via online. We can't take that away from you and your point, which is still true, that it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not easy. Well, no matter for me, speaking of myself as a creator, well, I mean, I haven't done a lot of things, but I just feel like it's not easy doing anything. I mean, unless you just happen to, I say luck up, but if you create some content, a lot of people see it, and then you're like, hey, I gotta, basically, if you have everything set up, I don't have everything set up. I still have to really create a solid place to where we are able to communicate with one another, and then not trying to be that guy, but then that's whole nother more jobs, more things for me to do and figure out, right, if I create this space for us to be communicating at as a community, I have to run and operate that and probably fund that because it's probably not going to be free. But point is, it's not easy. Even if you have a easier situation, even if you have the people, even if you have the following, you still have to, well, if you're like me and you do everything yourself, your hands on, then, you still have to put in some work. It's just nowhere around that. All up Muhammad. What the heck? And that's great. Yes. But I'm learning. But yeah, this my situation in this verse really did it messed me up a little bit. But I'm going to I'm gonna get on the right side of it again. Proverbs, it was Proverbs 24 verse 16. For a righteous man falls 7 times and rises again, but the wicked are overthrown by calamity. Don't be wicked, and definitely do not be overthrown by calamity. Like I said earlier, that's where I found myself closer to, and it's no good. Try your best to, when you in a difficult situation, try your best to just focus on God. Try your best to try to understand why are you going through it. What can you learn? Because I'm hard headed, and I don't know sometimes why I'm going through what I'm going through. Like, what am I really supposed to learn? I say it a lot, and with work too. With work too, I say that because there's a job within a job, and when I'm going through it and up against that work and dealing with people, relationship situations that happen, especially if it's not 100% really my fault. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's never your fault. It's never your fault." Some stuff it isn't. Um, some people try you. Some people try to test you. Um, Maybe even God included. I don't think God tests us too much, like in a bad way, but like He does test us. Like, okay, let's see how He's going to react now. Let's see if He's made it to the next level, so to speak. So I'm always looking for, what am I supposed to learn in this? What am I supposed to learn in this? If you had to pick between sleeping with your dad or your mom, which one are you picking? All right, you said it 19, rag not me. But yeah, stay stay motivated, stay encouraged. You are always going to be going through something. I'm not leaving. But what I am going to do here, we in the house. Give me a moment. That's why I can't wait. Once I figure out um how to do some music or something. Um, don't worry. The live, our live will get better. It's already getting better. You don't see it yet. And that's all right. But I'm gonna stop stalling because what I need to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to go heat up my coffee really quick. So I'm gonna heat it up and I'll be right back. I'm not gonna end it. I think I feel like I can end it, and then when I come back, it'll be like, "Oh, do you want to resume?" I won't do any of that. But I will be right back though. All right. Shout out to the three that didn't leave me. Y'all are real MVPs. All right. My apologies in advance if how I drink my coffee is annoying right now. So I was just thinking like the hating the flesh part, hating the sin part, and are there people like what do you think like is the biggest sin or thing that like a pastor does, or like obviously Jesus is Jesus, he's the only one that's going to be able to live that perfect life, but what does a life that's like almost close to perfect look like because sometimes I just see people that just have the happy go lucky, the you don't even see like, wow, has this couple even had an argument or disagreement before? Like, how do people get to that grown level of communication and just like, because there's supposed to be there's some out there that's like they can go through some serious stuff, some like, oh wow, that happened, and like you tell them and they just kind of talk it out or just like regular act like it wasn't that big of a deal. Does that exist? Palestine, welcome Palestine. But like, I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not the only one battling with sin and the flesh. But I may be one of the few right now that's like, oh, because of that, like, oh, you're losing it all. But like, how how do you really overcome it? Can it be overcame? Right? Can the flesh, can sin be overcame? Like, yes, like you can maybe stop one thing, but then do you end up picking up something else? Is it a revolving door? Because if you think about it, if Jesus is the only one that can be perfect, is it oh, we've already made our sin, so that's what makes it us not ever going to be able to be perfect, but moving forward, we can strive and or be as close to that as possible, right? We can be as close to that as possible, but we've already done our dirt, so to speak. Like, but I'm almost starting to think like, is it even possible? Raise your consciences and you cope more holy. Yes, out your generational curses, you free yourself and become more holy. I definitely need to become more holy. It's sad, but I, I don't even think, I can't even try to, me. Oh yeah, I'm holy. I'm a holy man. I need to first look up what holy means, but yeah, yeah, I gotta do better and get better. Cause yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and try to tell you that yeah, nah. Mm-mm. But sins and the flesh, I assure you, I am over it. I'm body conscious is more holy. I need to get holy because I don't want to say I'm running out of options, but I am tired and I'm just starting to, I wouldn't say lose understanding, but I'm getting to a point to where like I'm trying not to be like a why me and trying not to, not complain, just take everything on the chin. But it's not easy. It's tough. It's unfortunate. But I did it. And sometimes it's hard for me to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, will it be better for me, or will it be worse for me? Will I really learn from this, or will I stay? Will this like trigger me to going down a deeper, like, worse rabbit hole? You know, it's almost like, hear me out. It's almost like going to the casino, um, and you're winning and or you're losing, and then you get a little bit of your money. Now you start winning, or no, no, it's probably better. Better example would be you go there and then you almost lose it all now, or you lose it not all, but you lost all your money, and then now you're putting your house up on the line, trying to chase your money back because you messed up and had no business gambling all your money, all your savings in the casino. But now you're in that rabbit hole and you're like, oh, I already lost everything. So now let me, or not everything. I lost all my money. So now let me gamble. Let me gamble my assets now, trying to chase that money back that I lost. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole of, I've lost a lot and now I don't care. I don't care anymore, and I'm just gonna continue to just be in sin and always falling for the flesh desires and cravings, and just that whole vicious cycle. Just that, like, hmm. The Matrix is 3D consciousness. Look up shadow work for Christ, and you can shed your shadow. Do you got any advice on how to beat alcohol addiction? I drink cans of I drink cans of beer a day. I wish I didn't, but I just feel worse if I don't. Why do you feel worse if you don't? Will be my first question to you. Like, what do you mean by you feel worse if you don't drink a can of beer? Let's start there. Body, mind, spirit practice helps balance your mind, over your habits. Body, mind, spirit practice helps balance your mind over your habits. Okay. Super easy to beat addiction. Just stop. I mean, yeah. I mean, Chipotle. Is it one of those easier said than done situations though? And can you relate at all? Is there anything that you were addicted to, like a real life addiction? Because you say super easy to beat, just stop. Is there anything that you really genuinely just stopped? Or anybody, everybody that's in the house? because I understand. I want to figure out like why you're worse if you don't. Like it's literally that easy. At Chipotle, it is literally that easy. But it's almost like one of those. It's so easy. It's so easy that it's hard. Don't laugh at me. Don't say, "Oh, he's that guy. Did he just say that?" Yeah, I said it. But yeah, it is. It's in theory, a lot of these things are easy. In theory, we wouldn't be in the situations that we're in, and I'm gonna take it there real quick because I think you got me. Chipotle might have just got me going, and thank you because I need this healthy distraction. Believe me. But let me read this here. If I don't drink, my hands shake and I can't walk straight. So I would say let's go to the doctor because if that's genuine and you're saying like it's the beer is up once I have a beer I'm not shaking and I'm not, what did you say? Um my hands shake and I can't walk. So if you can't walk straight and your hands are shaking, and then you mean to tell me that the beer is what resolves that? You definitely need a healthier resolution. I've never heard of anything like it. Um, but yeah, no, that's different for sure. No judgment here, ever. Just so you know. Um, I tried to quit, but you can't imagine how hard it is to stay sober. I, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying because let's just take it back to the beginning, and it may be a little tough if we have anyone in the house who's not a believer, but God gave them, referring to Adam and Eve and us, gave us everything, and simply said, "All this is yours. It's all yours, all of it. Here you go. You're essentially, you're the governor of the earth. Just don't do this one thing. One thing, essentially. Just don't do this." What do we do? I don't know how many days it was. I may need to just do a series on that. Start out. What better way to start off a series than right there at the beginning? Just don't do that. They went and did it. I can relate. I'm sure you can relate. If you made a mistake, that's what triggered this video. Is I'm tired of mistakes. I'm tired of the flesh. I'm tired of the sins. So just Chipotle. This is just we are. Hey, we just having a good conversation. Hopefully you still here because I feel that, and that's what we need to hear. Just man up and do it. It's not hard. Just do it. That's why I say it's almost so easy that it's hard because from the beginning of time, we were just given, hey, one thing. Just don't do that. Do whatever else you want. Just don't do that. And it was like, within a matter of how many days, I don't know if it was a week, but my understanding of how I read the Bible, Adam and Eve weren't on the earth too long before making that mistake. So, oh, you're most welcome. You're most welcome. Stay encouraged. You just gotta pray. I know we're kind of talking. I didn't really answer it too much. But pray. You gotta pray to God. Because the situation that you're in, I can only imagine. But you gotta pray to God. Give it up to God. If you genuinely want to stop drinking, pray. Give it up to God. Just be honest with Him. And if I were you were in a situation like that, I would reach out to doctors and try to figure out why you're shaking and can't walk straight, because you've made that correlation, those two things correlating to whenever you don't have a can of beer. So I would definitely go to a doctor with that information, or I don't know if it's something mentally or not, because just for myself, just so obviously it's no judgment here. Like when I go through stuff like last night, like my stomach, I basically had symptoms of like the fever last night. My stomach was inside out. And it's just because sometimes it's a mental thing. It's because I'm going through something. Same thing, like if I know I'm about to eat, soon I could be so hungry. Like I'm kind of hungry right now. As soon as I think about, okay, I'm getting ready to actually eat, or I smell the food, it's like something triggers in my head, and all of a sudden my stomach starts hurting. And it's like a mechanism. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, oh, it's like to make me not want to eat, but I know I need to eat because I'm hungry. And sometimes I don't even eat because it's like, oh, I'm not hungry no more. Like my stomach hurts. So I say all that to say this: it could be a mental thing to where you just think like, okay, if I don't have this beer, all of a sudden, like I know you see your hand shaking, and if you're walking, you're not walking straight, but you can do it. It could just be a mental thing at this point. But either way, you definitely pray and definitely try to seek some type of help. And I don't know if there's anybody else out there that if that's like a thing or not. I don't know, brother. But that's what I would have to say on that. Um, let's see. It sounds like your soul wants to ascend above the matrix. This is the matrix. I mean, I'm tired of this for sure. Uh, I am an army vet in Ukraine. Retired last year. I experienced and saw very bad things. Haunts me to this day. I appreciate your service, and yeah, I can only imagine, brother. Who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character? Mine, Cell Jr. Cause he's blue and cute. Um, mine would. Well, my second favorite, I guess I'm gonna have to go with That's a good. I don't want to lie because I do have a favorite, but I'm just gonna end up saying like one of the main characters just because that's all I can think of right now. Um, well, let me see who. Am I confused? I may be confusing the shows. Um, guess I'm gonna just go with Gohan or Goku. Yeah, I want to say there was somebody else, but it's been a while since I watched Dragon Ball Z. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, but learning from your mistakes, losing it all, like it breaks my heart sometimes just constantly having to learn the hard way. Like I just get so sick of it sometimes. Like I'm always the one to learn the hard way. Like why can't I just take the knowledge, hear it, apply it? It could just all be so simple. Just a lot of people have already been through it. A lot of people tell me a lot. Like just why does it seem like it? Why is it so difficult? Like what's really, you know what I mean? Like why is it so easy to mess up? I'm blessed and highly favored. How you doing today, brother? Trey Jones TV. How you doing? How you doing? Go inward and find your light body, spirit body in your flesh body. This is where you learn to communicate through your spirit body with Christ, your higher self, and pineal gland. What do you guys say about just just being okay with losing it all? Just being okay with just hitting the reset button on life. Like what? Like I'm not a quitter. I don't give up, especially when I fought and worked so hard for what I have, all to just go be gone from what I did. Let me not, because I know that's gonna be a huge thing. Like, oh, what happened? What happened? Well, at the end of the day, I was being dumb, making stupid decisions, And then actually, actually, what I'm gonna do, and definitely don't go, because I got another topic that is relatable to what's going on, and I do need to get me a bowl of some food. So I wish I had some music to be able to give you. I shouldn't be no longer than a minute. Doing well, my man. Just tapping in. Keep going strong. All is well. Oh yeah, always gonna be going strong. I appreciate you, Trey Jones. I don't know if you're a creator or not. I just see the TV at the end of your name, so that gives me a reason to feel as if you got a channel or some content, something going on. If you do, let us know what's going on, and I appreciate you for being in the house here with us. I definitely do. Practice source universal laws and way. Christ government way. Heaven on earth 5-day way or 5D way. Life is short. All you truly have is obedience to God. Everything else will perish. That's facts. I'm focusing, and sometimes like that's what messes me up, because it's almost at this point real easy for me to just say, okay, the heck with everything. I'm losing everything. I lost everything. All right, it's just me and you, God. What's up? Where are we going? What are we gonna do? But that pain from losing everything, the relationships, like this is real life. Like, it's almost easy to do that, but it's hard when the emotions and the reality of you lost everything. It's your fault. You did it. It could have all been prevented, but you were so messed up, and you didn't do what you needed to do as a man, and you fell short of sin. You fell short of your flesh, and just stupidity, goofy, dumb, and that's why I say, give me a moment. I'm just gonna grab me a bowl, of something to eat really quick. I'm gonna be quick, and then I'm gonna get into, or we are gonna get into another topic that is relevant, and I really want you guys' y'all opinion on it, perspective. Um, get get off bad karma line and get on good karma lane, or lane, beyond Satan trap. You right. I definitely need to get on the right lane. But give me a moment. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be real quick. Give me a moment. Get some food. All right, we are back. Y'all can still hear me right like this, yeah? For yourself, keep the faith. I don't have no other choice, Jay, but to keep the faith. Um, I need to tap in and apply it more. 'Cause like I said at this point, just being a hypocrite, and can't blame nobody but myself. Like I know enough. I know enough of the right thing. I'm not doing it, so it's just my turnaround time is always quick. I can tell you that much. Turnaround time meaning I don't do right. I get, you know, I pay the price quick. Or a lot of people like to say karma. I'm like a instant, quick karma kind of guy, unfortunately. I feel you losing everything because of a totally preventable mistake feels like death, but without the mistake being so life changing, would you have run to God? No. And I feel bad because I need to eat. So not need to, but like I know what I'm gonna tell you next. I just don't want to stop eat. But you're on to something really good there. Seriously. But I was already um going to be leaning into God. Maybe not as much as I am now. So you got a point there. And that's what a lot of people do, and self included, and I don't think it's right at all. Always running to God when it's all bad. When it's you know, when it's a bad thing, now all of a sudden we racing to God, racing. When it's all good, we're not looking for him. God is drawing you closer to him. Yes, but at what expense? At what expense, you know? That's the only thing. And it's tough because, and Jay, you kind of on point. That's exactly what I wanted to talk to y'all about. And that is when you're getting closer to God, a little bit of taco meat. When you're getting closer to God, the devil or the enemy or the other side pulls you as well. It's like when you get so close to that finish line, or you get so close to being all in on God, it's like the enemy, or like whatever you want to call it, that's when they working overtime to try to mess up whatever it is good that you have, especially if it's good and with God and of him. Everything, it seems like, just life, whatever it is, everything starts to come against you and starts to drag you down. And I know because I've lived it, I've experienced it plenty of times, several times. And it sucks. It sucks because I'm pretty sure even in the Bible it says that. But just if you lived enough life, you know what I'm talking about. Especially when you're trying to get back to God. If you break that relationship, you break that, like, when I say break, I mean, like, you're on fire for God. Nothing can get in between you two. Life is going great. It's life, but in a great way. But then you you fall off. You don't need God because everything is going good. Like Pure Gaming, I believe, right? That's your name, right? Pure Game. Yeah, no, Pure Peace. I'm sorry, Pure Peace. Like Pure Peace said, once you need to go through something, so that way it made you pour into God. It made you come to God. Without that thing happening, you weren't even going to be going to God. And we need to be going to God, period, each and every day. But you let something happen, right? Or you stop going to God. Now something happened. Now you're trying to get back to God. But as you're getting back, right? As you're getting back, the devil, the devil knows that you're trying to. The devil knows that you're trying to get back now. And as you're trying to get back, he's closer you get. He just pulling you. No, no, no. Whatever it is that once you were good, you had it. You start picking up other vices. You start picking up other sins, other worldly things that you had no business getting yourself into. But no judgment. It is what it is. I can relate. Everybody has their own things, right? But the point is, as you get closer, that's when it gets harder. That's when it's a you know what show. It's a Smurf show. It's I'm telling you, every time I get closer, every time, but I'm not gonna let that stop me, and neither should you. Excuse me, because we gonna bust that door down. We are here. We're not gonna give up. We're not gonna let the devil win. We're not gonna let anything that's holding us back win. We're not gonna let nothing get in between our relationship with God, our life, because I really can get real deep, and I don't want to say certain things, right? Because I could say what I was about to say, because it's just me, myself, my person, but I don't want people to mistake things. Oh, he's just doing this and he's saying this for publicity, views, any of that. But just know that I have been through it, and I go through it a lot on a deep level, with emotions and a lot of stuff. And I've been there. I wanted to give up multiple times, but I didn't. All glory to God. So you just have to dig down deep and understand that when I say that there's nothing like what you're going through, whatever it is that you're going through that's on your plate, you can get through it with God, or else you won't be going through it. And that's why I said I don't want to be a hypocrite, because I can tell everybody that till I'm blue in the face, and I really do believe it. I believe it to be true. But as soon as I gotta apply it to me, like right now, oh man, let me tell you, it's whew, I don't I don't know if I can. Like I know I can because of what I believe in, what I just said, but now I'm up against it. Now I gotta apply it, and he's the only way I'm gonna be able to get through it. So I'm gonna be pouring all into him. I'm getting ready to take a quick bite and chat. I'm getting ready to. I'm coming. I see it popping up. I'm gonna get to you. Hold on. I'm coming. Get some protein. All right. So brainwash your brain, chest consciousness. You will be in good karma lane. If you want to say line, whatever I try to do good, evil is always present. Facts. I feel the same way sometimes. Whenever I declare that no weapon formed against you shall be able to prosper. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you for that, Jay. That's one of those like common verses that we just don't use, or I don't use or apply. And just so much stuff going on. Um, cause I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite or anything, but like, I get it when people say like, "Oh, why me?" or "Why does such and such have to go through this or that?" Like, only thing with me is like, I did it. I gotta. The more I say it, the more like maybe it's really for myself because I just gotta stomach that like I yeah I am I am a seer light worker for Christ. Learn spirit and seer work. You figure out all the devil's tricks to out. Right. Amen. The devil never wins. Would you like a foot massage? Please don't ever give, my brother. God didn't bring you this far to leave you now. I believe that, Jay, it's just sometimes, like I keep saying, to what ends, to what means, like, yeah, I do believe that God's going to use me and was always trying to use me. It's just taking me a long time to to get to the party, so to speak. And now, I mean, I'm just you can say I gotta I'm creating a good testimony depending on how everything plays out, or just like to be have others learn from me. I'm kind of like up against it the more and more that time goes. um I'm not doing what I need to do. I'm just not standing on business at the end of the day. Just in real life with God, the relationship, just everything is just going up in a handbasket quickly. That's why, I said, rise after failure. Why I'm getting to the point to where I hate flesh and I hate sin because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the repercussions. I'm tired of the feeling. I'm tired of the same vicious cycle. I'm starting to feel like that's a part of what's holding me back too. I am because I'm not doing what needs to be done. I'm just not. It's just way too. It's just way too many excuses. Way too much. And sitting here knowing, having the knowledge, like most of us, if you don't have any type of a learning disability or anything like that, like you have the knowledge to do what needs to be done, or to at least, like, if you're anything like me and just want to just be at peace, you just want to feel good, you just want to have just consecutive good days, just be blessed, be at peace, just just like each and every day. It's simple things. It's right there. They laid it out for us. God told us, oh, just do these things, do this, do that, and you'll be good. And what do we wake up and do? Well, what do I wake up and do? I won't. I only speak for myself, especially when it comes to the real life. Like a lot of people, they're not at a point in their life to be real and say what it is. Um, we do the opposite. We do the opposite, or we won't even try long enough. Something that works, something that's proven, just because you may feel like it's a little controversy behind it. Like, oh, how can I believe in a God that How can I try it out? That's what I tell people. Try it. Don't take my word for it. Try it. Test them. I tell people to test God all the time, and that's probably what I need to do. Cause what I have going on, only God will be able to help me. And people told me plenty of times, God's not coming to save you. God's not coming to save you. Well, I I hope that's not true. Here moving forward, because he knows I need the help. I'm going to we in the house. I appreciate everybody that's here with me in the house. I really do. Never forget it. Raise your vibration and frequency. You will see and feel the right more. Oh yeah, I always have my stuff up for the most part. Corey, I'm just everything's just kind of a little fresh and that's it. But if you know me, I have a lot of energy, good energy. Love staying positive. I'm all about that. Good vibes, good energy. You just gotta do the right thing. Yeah, Jay, easier said than done. Doing the right thing. You just gotta do the right thing. Yes, just gotta do the right thing. And then you got the whole, oh, you're doing the right thing now. Now you've already done bad. You already done dirt. So it's like, oh, you want to do the right thing now. It's like, oh, you're a little too late for that now. Like, you gotta. You ain't never get believed, never get trusted, never like everything is just. But what can you do? Just gotta move on and do the right thing. So that's what I gotta learn to do is just do the right thing. This is how I can learn to do right. Get on the narrow path, not of this world, Christ's way, and start ascending above Satan's low energy. You right. You right. I gotta just rise above. Whatever you need, God got it. Believe me, I know. I need to. And there ain't nothing to it but to do it. Y'all saying some sound stuff that I tell people. Like I said, I want to be a hypocrite. I gotta take my own advice, take y'all advice, give it up to God, go talk to God, go. Hey, all this is happening, but I'm still above ground. I'm still living. I'm still breathing. Yeah, like I may have to stomach the consequences of my actions, but I'm still here. I still have a chance to make a difference. I still have. I'm here. I gotta just make the best of it and give it up to God. Pray to God. Figure out what is it that what I really need to do and learn from this. I do. So I read this Flippy. Virgin birth, dying, raising Savior, walking on water, performing miracles, turning water into wine, forgiver, I believe you meant to say forgiver of sin, all come from pagan mythology before Jesus. Giving advice because I have experienced enough of the matrix energy and consciousness feel for you. Thank you. You're not in danger of losing your family. Only God knows. I'm not really trying to get too much into that. Based off what was said and what I heard, potentially. It's unfortunate. Like I said, I'm not trying to get too much into that, but yeah, it's in God's hands, and only He knows. Um, I'll never. Um, oh yeah, just yeah. It's all right. Yeah, I I appreciate. I know it's been at least a solid sit. Well, every time I say that, see, I'll be making sure I stay in the house. Well, I can say it's been a solid at least 3 to 6 people that's been here. I might, to be honest with you, I may go back live again. I just it's just a lot going on, and I don't want to feel like I'm talking to you in circles. I'm just really I'm just really up against it, and I'm trying my best to be able to not crash out like a lot of people would like to say. I just wanna keep uh, a cool headed mindset or level mindset. Um, be able to honestly after this live, I just I need to go. I need to go pray. And just figure out like why am I here? Why is this happening to me? Why? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? That's that's the thing. Yeah, please do pray. I will pray, Jay. But like, what's wrong with me? Because I've went the whole counseling, the whole doctor thing. Like, I get it. I'm not discouraging anybody who does it, anybody who needs it. Mental health is that's a thing. That's something that we have to take care of. Is our minds. And only thing I'll say is that like um I still find myself here. I still find myself here. Like that's how I know I have to go to God because people sometimes people just can't understand or that they got the script that they read to you and they got certain thing like oh if it's this or this or if it's just this person's really out of hand and they're just unable to figure it out and control their emotions this that the third okay give them pill A. If you got this going on, that going on, they can control the emotions, but sometimes it gets to them a little bit. Give them pill B. It's like it's not. I'll just say it's not one size fits all, and it doesn't work for everybody. But I feel as if God does work for everybody. So yeah, I'm gonna get the. I'm gonna read these last chats, and I might be back a little later on, family. And I appreciate you for being here in the house. Let's see, you are in my prayers. Thank you for that. Fight for your family. I always do, but it's not in my hands. That's all I can say. It's not in my hands. Please do pray. I will. Also ask your wife to pray with you after you pray by yourself. Um, I don't. I can ask Jay. That's honestly all I can do. But I can't force anyone to do anything. Um, you need to go inward more. There is nothing wrong with you. You need spiritual consciousness help to free your mind. I appreciate that, Corey. I really do. Um, and I appreciate you all that have been giving me sound advice and like I said, just kind of being here, having this platform sometimes. It may not be the healthiest. Like I've heard someone say that YouTube is not your it's not supposed to be your therapy or your counseling sessions is not for that. You need to be providing some type of value, and I'm all about providing value. Um, it just it's in different ways, but regardless, this was needed. I might have needed this one more than you. I'll probably be back on a little later. I heard reading uh Peter 1 and 2. You talking the whole chapter, the whole book. I say whole chapter, whole book. So I was gonna say we can do that for the next live, but that may be a personal thing if you're talking the whole book. Uh, Remember that I'm here for you, bro. I appreciate that, Jay. I'm here for you as well. Just right now, it's kind of trying to learn to, excuse me, trying to learn to help myself. You know, you can't help yourself, you can't help others. And I'm genuinely try to get myself to where I need to be, where I need to get to. I know I'm gonna have a lot on my heart, on my mind, trying to get my mindset, keep my mindset where it needs to be. Just understanding that I made the mistake. I did the that may be the title of the next live. As I'm sure I'll be back on a little later for y'all. You know, I did the crime. Now it's tough to do the time. It is. It is. Ain't no other way around it. God bless you all. And all right, I might right. I'm not in the business of saying stuff that I'm not gonna do. So emphasis on the mic. Might get on here when I come back tonight. We can open up. I got it on me. It's right here behind me. It needs to be opened up and read more, but it's here. Got Holy Bible and open up Peter, and let's see where it goes. Read, engage with you. You know how we do it. We'll figure it out. But blessings to you all. Do your best to keep God first. If you don't mind, keep me in your prayers for sure. I'm gonna need it. And want you to stay safe. Yes, sir. Action. Or yeah. But you make sure you stay blessed. Always stay positive. Stay motivated. If you're still here, it's not over. Um, Block out the negativity. Just focus on God, what He says and thinks about you, and don't let anybody take knock the air out of your sail, take the air out of your balloon, so to speak. Keep your head held high. Don't let them get to you, bother you. Don't let them see you off your square or shaking up in any way, shape, or form. I love y'all.